You might think your morning routine is helping you, but statistically, one of the top 4 breakfasts you're eating is secretly accelerating the aging process. It is a quiet, daily saboteur. It steals your sustained energy, slows your metabolism, and subtly increases inflammation, often before you've even had your first sip of water. We are here to talk about real vitality over 60. We're not banning food, we are optimizing fuel for performance, strength, and sharp cognition. The problem is that many common fast breakfasts are designed for younger, more active metabolisms. For us, they act like a high-speed roller coaster for blood sugar, leaving us tired, weak, and craving a nap around 10 a.m. We need metabolic stability, better muscle support, and lasting mental clarity. In this deep dive, we are identifying 4 of the absolute worst breakfasts you can choose after age 55. We will explain exactly why they fail the aging body, and then we will immediately show you 4 simple, delicious swaps that build strength and keep your mind sharp. Stick around, because a little later, I will reveal the single worst drink you can have first thing in the morning that completely sabotages calcium absorption. If you start your day with it, you are actively making bone density harder to maintain. Why does breakfast matter so much when we are focused on vitality? As we age, our bodies become less efficient at using protein to build and repair muscle. This is a process called anabolic resistance, sometimes referred to as sarcopenia. If you do not deliver a substantial amount of high-quality protein first thing, your body struggles to maintain muscle mass. This isn't just about strength, it directly affects mobility, balance, and the stamina needed to enjoy your day. Are you finding it harder to open stubborn jars or lift groceries? Your breakfast is where the fight against muscle loss begins. If you are serious about maintaining your strength and energy for years to come, hit that subscribe button now. We deliver simple, evidence-based steps to keep you moving happily. Let's start with the 4 big breakfast mistakes. These are the saboteurs disguised as quick, easy fixes. The first saboteur is the sugary cereal lie. For decades, marketing told us that high-fiber cereal was the golden standard for heart health. They showed us bowls full of sunshine and regularity. But look closely at the box. Even many senior-friendly cereals are packed with hidden sugars and highly processed grains. A small bowl of flakes might deliver 20 grams of sugar, and that's before adding fruit or milk. This is pure, unprotected carbohydrate. Your blood sugar spikes rapidly, then the inevitable crash hits within 2 hours, guaranteed. This blood sugar roller coaster drives deep fatigue, increases systemic inflammation, and contributes to visceral fat accumulation around the organs. The quick action item here is simple. Check your box. If sugar is listed as one of the first 3 ingredients, it's a dessert, not a foundational meal. If your morning starts with sugar, the rest of your day is spent fighting cravings and fatigue. The second saboteur is the fruit juice and smoothie trap. Many adults and caregivers rely on a quick glass of orange juice or a smoothie loaded with bananas and mangoes. It seems wholesome, filled with vitamins, but when fruit is juiced or extensively blended, the beneficial fiber is broken down or completely removed. This means the fructose, the natural sugar, hits your bloodstream instantly. Why does the body treat liquid sugar differently than solid sugar? Because there is no barrier of fiber to slow digestion. A single glass of juice can contain 30 or 40 grams of sugar, and that rapid influx stresses your metabolism and is directly linked to difficulties managing insulin over time. This meal provides a sharp, brief energy burst, but offers almost zero muscle-building protein or lasting fuel. If you currently rely on smoothies, the action item is to immediately change the ratio. Swap out juice or high-sugar fruit for half an avocado, a generous handful of spinach, and a substantial scoop of protein powder. Turn the smoothie into a dense nutrient delivery system, not a sugar treat. The third mistake is instant or highly processed oatmeal. Oats themselves are a wonderful whole grain linked to heart health and stable digestion. But the highly processed, instant varieties, especially those packaged with flavors, are a nutritional shadow of the real thing. To make them cook in 60 seconds, the grain is often heavily refined, lowering the natural fiber content and increasing its glycemic index. Additionally, those flavored packets often contain 10 or more grams of added sugar per tiny serving. You are eating mushy starch and sugar that spikes your insulin almost as fast as a breakfast pastry. If you are relying on instant flavored oatmeal, the simple action is to upgrade to old-fashioned rolled oats. They take only 5 minutes to cook. Crucially, always add a minimum of 10 grams of protein and healthy fat. Stir in walnuts, flax seeds, or a scoop of tasteless collagen powder after cooking. Never let oatmeal stand alone as a purely carbohydrate meal. The fourth and final harmful breakfast is the dry toast and jam combo. This is the classic quick carb starter. Perhaps 2 slices of white bread or even standard wheat bread with a thin spread of butter and jam. This combination is almost pure refined carbohydrate and sugar. It provides zero functional muscle support and zero long-term satiety. You get a fleeting blood sugar elevation, which quickly reverses, often leaving you feeling shaky and unfocused. For anyone managing blood sugar issues, this meal is a metabolic liability. The takeaway here is universal. Never eat a carbohydrate naked. Always pair it with a strong, stabilizing source of protein and/or healthy fat to slow down the digestive process and protect against those energy crashes. We'll show you a fantastic savory upgrade for toast in the swap section shortly. You might be thinking, those 4 mistakes cover almost everything I typically rush to eat in the morning. If you recognized any of those pitfalls, don't worry. The swaps we are about to explore use simple, accessible ingredients you likely already have. It's not about complication, it's about making one critical adjustment, adding a protective shield of protein to your morning. Remember, over 60, breakfast is your most critical protein assignment of the day. You need approximately 25 to 35 grams of high-quality protein at breakfast to effectively stimulate muscle growth and stop the slow decay of sarcopenia. If you miss that threshold at breakfast, it becomes functionally impossible to catch up later in the day, especially since many seniors find their appetite wanes in the evening. So, what if you could hit 30 grams of protein before 8 a.m. using only 3 simple, delicious ingredients? Let's dive into the 4 nourishing swaps, the vitality boosters designed specifically for aging adults. Our first swap is the high-protein yogurt parfait. This is an excellent alternative to sugary cereals and overly sweet liquid smoothies. Forget the tiny tubs of flavored yogurt. We're talking about Greek yogurt or Icelandic skyr, which are strained and naturally dense in protein. A single serving can deliver 15 to 20 grams of protein right away. To build your power parfait, start with the protein base. Ladle it with a small handful of fresh or frozen berries, which are lower in sugar than tropical fruits and high in antioxidants. Then, add crunch with healthy fats, walnuts, slivered almonds, or a tablespoon of pumpkin seeds. If you struggle with the tartness of plain yogurt, a tiny drizzle of maple syrup or honey is acceptable, but aim for less than 1 teaspoon. This swap provides the crucial triad: high protein for muscles, fiber for digestive stability, and healthy fats for brain function. This meal is also fantastic for those dealing with swallowing concerns because it is soft, cool, and nutrient-dense. The second swap is loaded scrambled eggs. Eggs are nutrition superheroes. They are affordable, incredibly easy to cook, and contain every essential amino acid the body requires. Modern nutritional research confirms that for most people, the dietary cholesterol from eggs does not significantly raise harmful blood cholesterol levels. The mistake is eating only 1 plain egg. You need more protein. Aim for 2 or 3 eggs and load them with functional ingredients. While scrambling, whisk in a tablespoon of cottage cheese or ricotta for an extra protein punch and a creamy texture. Throw in a handful of finely chopped spinach or bell peppers. If you tolerate dairy, a sprinkle of sharp cheddar adds flavor and healthy fat. The action item for this swap is to keep your fridge stocked with hard-boiled eggs. They are portable, instant protein, perfect for busy days or a quick afternoon snack. Our third booster is Overnight Oats, the Protein Powder Edition. This fixes the problem of instant oatmeal by delivering whole grain fiber without the refining process, and immediately fixes the protein deficit. The evening before, mix half a cup of rolled oats with half a cup of milk. Dairy, fortified soy, or pea milk works well, a tablespoon of chia seeds, and half a scoop of your preferred vanilla or unflavored protein powder. Stir it up and leave it in the fridge overnight. In the morning, the oats are soft, ready to eat, and packed with 25 to 30 grams of protein. You can add cinnamon or a little vanilla extract for warmth. This is one of the best breakfasts for busy caregivers or people who struggle to stand and prepare a hot meal first thing. It requires zero morning effort but provides maximum fuel. The fourth, and often most surprising, swap is cottage cheese toast. This is the perfect nutritional upgrade for that old, dry toast and jam combo. Start with a slice of high-quality, 100% whole wheat sourdough or an ancient grain bread for a fiber base. Instead of butter and jam, spread a generous layer of full-fat cottage cheese on top. Cottage cheese is rich in casein protein, which digests slowly and provides a sustained release of amino acids to feed your muscles throughout the morning. For flavor, skip the sugar entirely. Top it with everything bagel seasoning, a slice of tomato, and a drizzle of olive oil for a savory option. Or go slightly sweet by topping it with a few slices of fresh pear and a light sprinkle of hemp seeds. This simple switch turns an empty carb meal into a balanced powerhouse, delivering protein, fiber, and healthy fat. We have covered the best ways to fuel your body for lasting vitality. Now, let's go back to that initial critical question. What is the single worst morning drink for your bones? Remember that bone-sabotaging drink? It is black coffee when consumed first thing on an empty stomach. Before you worry, coffee itself is not the villain, but caffeine is a known diuretic, increasing water loss. More importantly, when you drink strong black coffee alone, the acidity can interfere with the absorption of essential minerals like calcium and magnesium, which are vital for bone density and nerve function. For many seniors who rely on supplements or calcium pills, drinking black coffee immediately after taking them can significantly reduce the pill's effectiveness. It's a waste of a supplement. The simple action item here is to follow the protective protein shield rule. Never consume black coffee before you have eaten a substantial protein-rich breakfast. If you need that caffeine kick right away, have a small cup with a splash of milk or cream after you have consumed at least 20 grams of protein. You get the mental boost without stressing your mineral absorption or spiking your stress hormones unnecessarily. We focused heavily on nutrition, but Vitality Over 60 is a three-legged stool: nutrition, mindset, and movement. Many people experience stiffness and a profound lack of mobility first thing in the morning. This brings us to our final promised tip. What if I told you the fastest way to relieve morning stiffness takes only 5 seconds? Before we get to that movement, let's address a few critical adaptations. What if you have a genuinely low appetite in the morning, or perhaps you have swallowing difficulties that make solid food challenging? If you struggle to eat a large, solid breakfast, focus ruthlessly on nutrient-dense liquid nutrition that is fortified with protein. The high-protein yogurt parfait can easily be blended into a soft, easy-to-swallow drink. Another exceptional choice is a high-quality whey or casein protein shake mixed with water or milk. Focus on volume, aiming for 10 to 12 ounces of protein-rich fluid. If cost is a primary concern, eggs remain your best friend. They are inexpensive, versatile, and contain the highest quality protein available. You do not need expensive powders or exotic ingredients to follow these foundational principles. Finally, what about convenience for the busy adult or caregiver? That is why the protein overnight oats and the hard-boiled egg strategy are essential. Preparation happens when time is abundant, the evening before, and consumption is instant in the morning.
Simplify your pantry and stock only the ingredients that truly fuel your body.
Now, for that simple movement. If you feel tight or compressed when you first wake up, try this gentle, seated spinal twist. While sitting on the edge of your bed or a sturdy chair, ensure your feet are flat on the floor. Place your right hand on the outside of your left knee. Gently rotate your torso to the left, looking slightly behind you. Hold this movement for a slow, deep count of 5, letting the stretch happen naturally and comfortably. Release and repeat the movement on the other side. This gentle twist wakes up the spine, stimulates digestion, and immediately improves blood flow to reduce morning stiffness. Do this simple movement before you try to stand up, and you'll notice a big difference in how ready your body feels for the day. We covered significant ground today. We identified the 4 stealthy saboteurs: the sugary cereal, the liquid sugar from juice, the processed oatmeal, and the empty carbs of toast. We replaced them with 4 powerful vitality boosters: the high-protein parfait, loaded eggs, protein overnight oats, and cottage cheese toast. We also protected your bones by understanding the critical timing of your morning coffee. Stop sabotaging your morning vitality. Choose protein, choose fiber, and choose simple, effective steps. If this simple, clear, and evidence-based approach helped you understand how to truly improve your daily vitality, please give this video a like to tell the YouTube algorithm that this information matters. Your simple action helps us reach more people who deserve to feel strong and energized in their senior years. And please, tap the subscribe button and the notification bell to join the Silver Smile and Bites community. We are dedicated to delivering actionable steps for gentle movement, clear nutrition, and a positive mindset. Your best years are ahead, and they deserve to be lived with strength and joy.